Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Bellingham, looking to play him in. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. And now the breakaway. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Seedorf. Gullit. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Getting up there! Against the crossbar! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Posh. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Bellingham has given away a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too. Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Neymar scooting forward. Gullit. He's onside. And Gullit! Seedorf. Hazard is onto it in a flash. And it's Hazard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Gullit receives it in a good position here. Dembele is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's being urged to shoot. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival.
Casabia really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Neymar. Hazard. Neymar could move up a gear here. And it's Gullit. And here's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Fernandes. Seedorf. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball.
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Spread to the right. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Gullit proves just a little bit too strong. Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pepe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Seedorf. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Araujo. And it's Vieira. Now it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Casapia have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Zanetti plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He has found the way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Schneider. Azar. Tries to pass it through. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe is flagged offside. Bellingham. Closing in on Bellingham! Oh, good finish! And the game has liftoff! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Neymar. There's the header! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Dembele. Nice physical challenge. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. That looks a cracking ball. And this is Gullit. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. He's beaten the last man. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely bit of skill. Ferdinand proves too strong. Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's in a great position here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Inter Milan needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And this is Dembele. Taken back almost at once.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Azar with the delivery. Punched away.
Casapia can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Casapia have it back and can go again. Looking for the run. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a bit of a scrappy affair, not quite a smash and grab.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Oh, it's played into the area. Skillfully cut out. And it's been given away. Pullet receives it in a good position here. More and more pressure on the ball here. Aims beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, super ball! And a chance! He scored! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So, a breakthrough already. Nicely weighted. Daddy Olmo! Now, and it's come back out to him. Goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some real chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Not the most accurate pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. It's Neymar! And he's stuck it away. And they get themselves in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Casapia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Casapia leading now. He's in a great position here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Dijk calmly anticipates. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now the ball in. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's a pretty loose pass. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he's got away from... Decent chance! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Casapia presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Caros espectadores, para evitarem perder de vista as vossas crianças, por favor, mantenham o contacto visual ou físico com elas durante todos os momentos.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hazard, he's got away. That is lovely. And he's had it nicked away. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe is onto this.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Oh, what has happened here? Knocks it into space. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Pirlo clears it away. And it's Bellingham. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. And a chance! And that is well cleared. Messi takes a shot. It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, this looks sharp. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Now, can they get him away? Delivers with whip. No goals as yet. Oh, easy pickings there.
Oh, really well played.
Thuram.
Brazil really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely weighted ball. And here's Hullet. And it's Messi. Takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Hullet gets on his bike and on the move. And this is Messi, brilliantly cut out. Deftly away.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Aims beyond the defence. Rafael Varane. Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's nice. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Varane gets across to intercept that. Hullet is onto it in a flash. The pass has gone astray. Mbappe. Oh, super ball! This Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now it's Gullit. And this is Neymar, and he's managed to get free. It's Neymar! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Hazard. Nicely shaped ball. That's a shade optimistic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Pelé. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham, there's the shot! He's scored! And there is your opener. And that is all they have time for. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Casapia just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And so the action is resumed.
Casapia definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Mbappe! Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ambitious ball here.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Pelé. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's made its way to him. Neymar. He is through here. Here it is, crossed in. And he's there to clear it. Casapia have got it back, and they'll have another go. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Gullit. He's shifting through the gears here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Teremos uma substituição.
So what can they conjure from this one? And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Decent hit from there. Pirlo. Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting. It's Bale! Makaleli. Azar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Ronaldo.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And this is Dembele. Oh, important interception. Pirlo. Pele. Azar. And it's Marcelo. Oh, nice touch. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And this is Azar. He's had it taken off him. Seedorf.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Yamal, and he's in on goal. Dembele purring through the gears. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pepe cuts it out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, terrible pass. Real chance! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
It's a pretty loose pass. It's gone out for a throw-in. Vieira does well to get it back. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
He's done well to get that clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Araujo. Vieira. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Tries to play it through. Eze is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, well played. Cherki. Quarter of an hour played. Hullet. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Stood up well to him there. Mbappe with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. That pass isn't the best. Arsenal are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
And Messi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Hullet is onto it in a flash. Rodri. Calafiori. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. And it's Eze. Pinches it off him.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. That's good running with the ball. He's shifting. And a chance! And he's done it! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Casapia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely...
Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Neymar. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's managed to get free. Pings it across. Saliba with the clearance. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Thuram makes a move down the right. Bellingham, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Oh, that's nice. And it's Messi. Here's a chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And here's Hullet. Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Saka. Neymar does really well there, he is strong. Saka is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's... And the shot! And no mistake! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that shot a goal!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bellingham. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi. That is good strength. He's having a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Casapia are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 7, Eze.
So we're off
Coming
again.
on the field is number 20.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Calafiori. And that's another good win of the ball. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The movement, and the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vieira. And this is Hullet. And that's a dangerous ball. Great chance! Saka. Bellingham. Saka. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Messi. Bellingham. Messi. Cute ball now, how can he reach? Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Casapia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Punched away. And he's being shifted off it.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Saka. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through, and it's made its way to him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Look at the space here. Bellingham deals with that comfortably.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
And it's Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Hullet plays it in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, easy pickings there. Saka. Nicely weighted ball. That is ended up in no man's land. That's destined for the flank. He has found the way through. Neymar. Neymar plays it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22, Bellingham. Number
Rodri.
18,
João Neves.
Dembele. Coming on the field,
Bergkamp.
number 87, João Neves. Number 10, Mbappe.
It's
Substitution.
Neves. And it's Neves. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Messi, and Messi! Messi! Genius! About as smooth as it gets. And they are right back within touch. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Arsenal may be down, but not out just yet. Best. And the finish! Best gets flagged offside. Bergkamp. Saliba. It's Saka. Great defending, strong and determined. Now, can they get him away? That's an imaginative pass. It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Hazard, looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Mbappe. Played into space. Varane calmly anticipates. Chance here to counter. Rodri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hazard, he's picked his way through. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Saka.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. João Neves opts for safety. Rodri, and it's Rodri, and he's had it nicked away. And we're done. Casapia are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
Hello everybody, and
Your reflections then, Jim.
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But
Mbappe! Kyoto Sanga have it back and can go again. Shapes to shoot! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite...
And the finish! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Casapia restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That's an excellent interception. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Kyoto Sanga clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. Chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pullet is onto it in a flash. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vieira. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Zanetti plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Neymar. That's a good run down the left. Kyoto Sanga are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Casapia have the chance to go the other way. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Van der Ven makes the interception. Not going up front in a hurry. Oh, can he get onto this? And once more he proves rigid and robust. Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Great chance! And there's a goal! And the comeback is complete! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Casapia tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Hops for safety. Casapia heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And it's McAllister. Zanetti receives it in a wide position. Terrific effort! And that's a good finish.
And once more we are all square. You score, we score. Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was wonderful. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Threads one in. Pass somewhat off target. Nedved.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That pass isn't the best. Mbappe going after that. Vieira. Zanetti. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. Zanetti swings it across. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, important interception. Succumbs to the pressure. Vieira. Played down the flank. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now the breakaway. And it's Zanetti. And the pass is intercepted. Now, what about a counter-attack? Vieira. Good, strong midfield running here. Neymar has the space to scheme. Cleared away. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Oh, well played. Now it's Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Mbappe. Nedved. Can he get on the end of this? Out towards the flank. That's good play. Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number
Kyoto
10,
Sanga have their second corner now.
Number 11, Mbappe. Number
And a
8,
chance! And a neat finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Kyoto Sanga go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Bale, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Pele. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Bale. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Tries to pass it through. Now there's a fine ball. Good read, needed to be. Bullet. Pedri. Pele. He's on it, can he get away? Bullet. No, he's not getting his way this time. Bullet has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Oh, and he shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Oh, nice touch. And it's Vieira. And this is Hazard. Has crossed it. Impressive jump! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri. Not where it came from. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Bale. Seedorf. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. Rummenigge. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Pele, this looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Quality ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Bale. Vieira concedes a free kick for that. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's a good... Can he finish? Well taken goal. And what a climax we have here. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Casapia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yamal. Time added on 4 minutes. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in chance! Pedri. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Hullet. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Casapia did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So straight into the action. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's played forward. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Varane, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get...
Bruno Fernandes! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Bellingham. And here's Ibrahimovic. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's having a shot! It's out for a goal kick. Stood up well to him there. Bruno Fernandes, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and... It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Casapia claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Vieira did well to stay calm there. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe with a definite foul there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Messi! And he can clear it away. Vieira. Ibrahimovic, never the sort to be shot shy. Into the channel. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Vieira. Good take, and is he in? Neymar. Shot, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Vieira. Probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
The referee's awarded a free kick.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Neymar is standing over this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Neymar! It's hit the crossbar. He's had it taken off him. Opts to play it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Casabia really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
There's the shot! Corner number 2 then. Point-blank header! He will be livid with himself.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they can break here. Can he get onto this? Vieira. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. Pull it. And it's Bellingham. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pull it. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Mbappe. And he shapes to shoot! Goal! They're back within reach! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Spread neatly. Hazard. Bale. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bellingham is the team's great visionary. Yamal. Good play on the left-hand side here. Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge. He has found the way through. Bergomi clears it away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hazard. Now it's Hullet. Bellingham. That's beautifully weighted. Rafael Varane. Nesta. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh no, this does not look good. Roberto Carlos. To Bergamy. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That has ended up in no man's land.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a
Chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Casapia have their third corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 20, Neymar. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, Sidor.
That is expertly dealt with.
23.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Yamal. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Vieira. Opts for safety. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. That's Nedved. Thuram gives no quarter whatsoever. That has been cut short. Bergamy. Seedorf. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played into space. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Bale! It's in! It's all becoming so easy. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is a little undercooked. Bergamy. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's the chance to counter. Azar, looking to be a menace in the final third. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bergamy demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Casapia cannot spin this any other way. They came up against... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And we're underway. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And a header! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's had it. Great chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And it's been given away. Takes a shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Real chance! And he's stuck it away. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Applies the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Casapia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Matthäus. Ribery receives it in a wide position. That pass isn't the best. Oh, this is a great position. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. And Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Casapia have their second corner now. Oh, good effort! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's going in strongly.
And he's there to make the challenge. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's going right the way across. Great vision. Oh, that was vital. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United.
Impressive jump! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Neymar looking for the run. That has ended up in no man's land. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Gullit. Gullit charging forward, the ball at his feet. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Ribery. Threads one in. Batistuta. Oh, that's nice.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. He won't be happy with that one. Ferdinand cuts it out. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe. Bellingham wants to run onto this. Kobel claims it without any fuss. Ryerson. Now it's Ribery.
Has been indicated.
Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Batistuta. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. So, a temporary halt to the action. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. The second half is up and running.
Casapia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to...
Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Gerrard getting this one clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. That has been slung wide. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Gullit. That's really well manoeuvred. Ribery was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. That is good alertness.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. And it's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. And here's the chance to counter. Neymar. The ball has bounced loose now. Neymar. Tries to play it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. Neymar. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Zanetti. Oh, terrible pass. Over to the right flank. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Batistuta.
Araujo.
Number 5,
Yamal is
Ribery.
looking to influence the game from out
9,
wide.
Mateus.
And here's
Coming on the
Dembele.
field, number 21.
Lovely ball and a real
Makai.
chance now.
Number
Chance!
11,
Oh, it's
Messi.
come off the upright.
Number 22.
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Substitutions taking
We're
place.
talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Ryerson. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Scholes. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Bale. Picked out brilliant, and the shot! So, third corner of the game. Oh, good climb! And that's a real chance missed.
Rafael Varane fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Oh, what a ball! Pullet is firing after that one. And that was asking for too much. Yamal. Oh, good-looking ball. Driving forward.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, it's come loose. And this is Bale. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Through. And that's definitely not his best.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Bale. Well, that's an excellent interception. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Messi. It's a promising position. Flings in a cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery.
And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Gullit wins the duel this time, and he welcomes it in. Oh, great chance! Chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, well played. That's a sharp pass. And here's Saka. Aubameyang. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's following up! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Gullit tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Great vision. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Aubameyang. And he's quick to return it. That has been cut short. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira makes a dash for it. Neymar closing in on goal. Oh, sweet feet. Messi! Oh, it's come loose. He's trying to hit the front line here. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
Casabia really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Eze running with intent. Aubameyang. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good ball! Ball's gone out of play. Rice. And it's made its way to him. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Araujo gets it away. Tries a shot! And that's another fine save.
Eze really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Eze. And it's Lam. Lam just loves to go forward whenever he can. But where it came from. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Bellingham. Vieira. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And a header! He will be livid with himself. Saliba is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Hullet. Mbappe. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Casabia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Looking for options for movement. Hullet is onto this. Decent chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eze.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Eze. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang! And that's a sharp finish. Arsenal are level. And that is indeed the final act. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Eze could move up a gear here. That's Vieira. Calafiori. Rice. And it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Good read, needed to be. Lam, nicely aimed pass. Neymar looking for the run, and this is Hullet. And he's gone backward here. Shot, surely! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And here's Aubameyang. Neymar. And it's Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, slam a shot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Hullet. And he's lost his man here. "60 minutes played. And that is a little undercooked. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh no, this does not look good. Well, there's a probing ball. Hullet is herring after that one.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Messi tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Hullet. Eze, who is rarely short on confidence. And it's Hullet. Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Hullet. He's beaten the last man. Hullet. There he goes, motoring forward. Some good work on the right flank here. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lam. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Rice. And this is Hullet. Threads one in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And Aubameyang! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Vai-se proceder uma substituição. O número 9.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
He's felt that, hasn't he? Driving on and making good progress. Casapia very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And here's Bale, and this is Cruyff. Seedorf. Oh, it's Dembele. Knocks it into space. Oh, now he can... There's the shot! So close to drawing level.
Bale clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Getting up there! Well, there's the clearance.
Casapia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a cute ball. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Vamos ter minuto
Bale
de
clearly
compensação.
held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything. His
Dembele! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And that's that. Casapia illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so...